With almost 300 competitors over 2 days and a third day with a pro exhibition and also a Saturday night party last weekend, it was busy at the Pickleball Classic inaugural on the lake, the very first time for that tournament. We have the organizer, John Hindle, with us. And John, have we just woken you up from your week-long sleep?
It has been a week of recovery. Intense 3 days, both on the competition level and the social level. I think all of our committee has needed a week of rest.
What was your objective for this tournament? Was it awareness of the game? Was it to put Niagara on the Lake on the map? What was the basic goal?
That's a really good question. We kind of addressed it at three levels. We wanted to provide competition for players in this region. So that's at the lowest level. The second level was we wanted to put some profile behind the club. Pickleball is a new sport, only 5 years in Canada, and so we wanted to put a little bit of profile behind the club. And lastly, we wanted to celebrate this community that we live in. And we're so special and lucky to be here. We wanted to make sure that everyone else saw that Niagara on the Lake was a perfect destination to come and perhaps play pickleball.
You brought up a referee, a professional pickleball referee from Pittsburgh, Steve Hast, was that his name? I had a chance to talk to him during the tournament, and fascinating. He said his club in Pittsburgh has 1,500 members and 19 courts.
That's the future of pickleball. The sport is exploding across North America, and we will see, because it's so accessible by all ages, that growth is anticipated.
We were so happy to be there with your TV, with our cameras, to broadcast as many of the games that we could. The opening night, the exhibition was fascinating. The play of those players, it was mind-boggling how fast those games were.
The professional circuit, it's just evolving in Canada now, highlights the skills of these talented athletes. The game, by its name, seems somewhat funny, but when you see how serious these players are and how talented they are, both athletically and competitively, you have to respect the high level that this game can reach.
It gets a little bit of a bad rap. People think it's a lot of elderly people that are playing the game and it's only for elderly retired people, but every one of those 8 professionals was probably 30 or younger and highly tuned, very, very athletic people.
Absolutely correct. Its roots started with an elderly community, but now if you go to the national rankings, US Open caliber, the #1 male is 24, the #1 female is 15. So it's a game for all ages, and clearly you're talking about the growth of it. That's been reflected. People have accepted now that it's for any age.
The Niagara on the Lake Club, I know you're the president of that club. A lot of your members won medals during that tournament. Was the competition what they expected, and how happy were they to be able to compete in their hometown?
The members took the tournament on as a challenge. They wanted to do well by the club, so they rehearsed and they practiced and they trained far more seriously than the organizers ever expected, and did well. We had a number of comments from people coming from the outside saying, wow, your club's really competitive. Not meaning cruelly competitive, but athletically competitive.
Did you make money on this tournament? I know it wasn't one of your main goals, but was that an outcome?
Well, certainly to not go into deficit was one of our outcomes. To make money, we're still counting up the beans, retrieving money from our sponsors, paying bills. We're very optimistic we'll come out on the positive side of it. How much, yet to be determined.
I'm putting you on the spot here. We've got the cameras rolling. I've asked you this before. I'm going to ask you again on camera. Are you running this tournament next year? Is there going to be a second Pickleball Classic?
It would be my hope that we would have the energy inside the club. We'll be doing a full debriefing next Monday. It would be my hope that the committee would choose to go forward with another one.
Well, John, we hope to see it back next year. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.